No Prep King star Daddy Dave Comstock was feeling very confident after completely transforming his Goliath Chevy 2. He was racing alongside Bobby Doty in the opening round of the Race Your Way In program at the South Motorsports Park when he lost control of his car. The results changed the course of the competition. Did Daddy Dave run out of talent, or was the Goliath monster just not good enough? Join us as we reveal the crazy events that led to Daddy Dave having a major crash on Street Outlaws. The Race Your Way In program was underway, and all racers were trying to get through for the main event. Daddy Dave Comstock was not left out. He wanted to win the main event, and he was going to put everything on the line to get in the front line of the Race Your Way In program. Daddy Dave needed to up his game. This means that he needed an even faster car. All racers had gotten their vintage cars upgraded, anything to give them an advantage. Daddy Dave was not going to be left out. He molded his ride into a firearm fit for the program's gunfights, delivering his famed car to Bob Tynan at Tynan Race Cars in Missouri. There, the chassis was upgraded to double-frame rail for the ultimate rigidity and structural integrity. The forelink was updated for added adjustability. A new nose was crafted, and the ride height lowered significantly. In his never-ending quest to find the best and most reliable bullet for the street, he also switched back to the ProCharger combination for the second time. Comstock purchased a complete Proline racing Hemi from pro-modified racer Randy Weatherford, with a ProCharger F-3X-140 out front that has previously covered the 1/8 mile in 3.59 seconds. Like other racers, Daddy Dave saw the need to progress, which gave him the motivation to do all the modifications. In the racing world, you either step up or you step out. And if you choose the former, you have to be willing to invest in a machine that is state-of-the-art in every regard. When Daddy Dave chose the former, he only recognized one thing: when he placed his hand on that wheel, he needed to be the only one coming out on the other side. He was ready to follow through, but so were other opponents. Like any other street racing event or competition, you can do whatever you want with your car, but nobody gives a damn about whatever happens to you on the field. You could get hurt. Of course, you will get all the help and treatment you need, but it does not give you another chance to race. It's nobody's fault that you could not work with your car. Knowing all these rules, Daddy Dave was ready. He was ready to conquer their racing world. He was ready to go out and show them what he did with his car. Soon enough, the race was underway. Daddy Dave Comstock was sure of one thing: after his modifications, he was not going to be stopped. Nonetheless, what did he learn about overconfidence? In the racing world, everything is bougie and sticking its head in the right position when you are winning. But when you fail, you become a public laughingstock. Daddy Dave was not prepared for what was to come. Quickly, the whistle came on. It was time for the lineup. Daddy Dave took his Goliath Chevy 2 up to the line. It was time to party. When he got to the line, his team members were all hyped. They knew about the modifications Dave put on his car. They were not losing. Like Daddy Dave, Bobby Doty took his car up to the line. His car was not as fast as Daddy Dave's, but he had to race. He also wanted to get to the main event through the Race Your Way In program. Soon enough, Comstock was sitting in his Goliath, competing at the Street Outlaws No Prep Kings event at SGMP, racing alongside Bobby Dakota in the opening round of the program. When they both left the lineup, cheers from the crowd went high. Dakota was ahead of Daddy Dave for a few seconds, and then Daddy Dave went into Goliath mode. He got his car speeding up to 90 miles per hour, and Dakota was trailing. Daddy Dave's team was ecstatic as he edged closer and closer to the finish line. Then something happened. While Daddy Dave keyed in at a higher speed, he seemed like he lost control of his vehicle. Even after having an advantage against his opponent, he was fighting for his life rather than the race. Daddy Dave's Goliath hit the side of the track and went into a swerving road. Due to the magnitude of the hit and the advanced speed, a lot of fans watching the race thought he was not going to make it out alive. Even his team members were genuinely worried for his safety. Then the first responder for the injured on the track jumped into a car to check on one of their racers. Some of his team members also took a small truck and left to where Daddy Dave had driven to. They wanted to check on him. While these guys were coming, Dave was visibly frustrated with himself. He had done everything right, and if he had won that race, he would have gone high in the leaderboard rankings. He just kept trying to punch something while sitting in his overly damaged car. He even pulled the steering off. However, there wasn't much he could do about his loss. Nobody was going to give him another chance. His loss just made a huge dent in his campaign. How was he going to recover from it? On the other end, Dakota was happy. He did not have the fastest car, but he took the points against someone who had thoroughly modified his car. Although Daddy Dave came out of the accident alive, the same could not be said for his Goliath machine. He had slammed it hard into a sidewall. Comstock had scrubbed very little speed when the Chevy 2 hooked right after the 1/8 mile blocks, leading to a devastating hit with the immovable concrete barrier. Right after the 1/8 mile, it got loose, turned sideways on me quick, and I couldn't recover it, and we blasted the wall, Comstock said. I'm not sure what happened. I probably just ran out of talent there at the 1/8 mile, and it got away from me. But we'll be back, I promise. And it'll be faster than it was and better than it was. Although Daddy Dave has been left to pick the pieces of his powerhouse vehicle, he promises to come back and take over the race. Before we visit the aftermath of the crash, let's get a little background on the Race Your Way In program. A little competition before the main event. The Race Your Way In program depicted a class of high school students preparing to move to the next class. There is always the best, the second best, and probably the third best. Everyone is fighting for the chance to be the ultimate representative of the class. In the Race Your Way In program, every racer is expected to race their way to the top of the class in a number of thrilling races. Only the most daring and talented drivers would conquer the challenge. You must note that you've got no friends on the track. Your friend is trying to enter the same event you are trying to enter. So whether you like your opponent or not, focus on the game. Every racer who makes it to the top of the leaderboard will enter the No Prep Kings main.